नमस्कारः स्वागतम् अद्य विशेषवासरः today special day अधिकवासरः extra day of the year lunar year February 29th 2011 it is also Shubha Muhurtah. We'll be finishing our Samasa Prakranam on this Adhika Dinam. Restu Mangalacharanam Ramo Rajamanis Sada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Bhaje Ramenabhyata Nishacharachamu Ramaya Tasmai Namaha Ramannasti Parayanam Parataram Ramasya Dasosmyaham Rame Chittale Sada Bhutme Bhoramamamudhara Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattuliyam Rama Rama Varahane Shri Rama Nama Varanana Onnamiti Atha Shri Maheshwara Sutrani I Un Rulruk E Ong Ayauch Ayavarat Halan Anyamanga Na Nam Jabang Gadadash Jabagadash Kapa Chata Chata Tav Kapaisha Sha Sarhal Iti Maheshwara Sutrani. So we are right now on page 149, and we were talking last time about the 7th point over here. Yatha conveys the meaning of proportion according to one's power, according to one's. Okay, now that was the sutram which we are considering, which is Yatha Sadrishe. Yatha Sadrishe. Before we go there, we did this last time, we can do it one more time today. You know, this Yatha is Chaturvidharthaha. Chaturvidharthaha. Yatha Shabdasya. Chaturvidharthaha. There is a fourfold meaning, and which we already discussed in the prior class. And that is Yogyata, Vipsa, Padarthanati Vrittihi, and Sadrishyam. So Yogyata, we saw the meaning. Rupasya. Rupasya yogyam anurupam, in keeping with that, in keeping with the form, appropriate for that form, Then vipsa, we also saw that a little bit later on. Vipsa we discussed in the book in point number 4, when we saw dine pratidinam. We also saw Ahni pratyaham atva pratyahar pratyaham pratyaharva. And now we are going to look at the Padarthanati Vrittihi, Padarthanati Vrittihi, here it is, Padarthanati Vrittihi, and then Sadrishyam is the fourth meaning. Now we also mentioned that what Nagesha has said about the Sutram 216, first of all, let me see Ashtadhyayi, where we are. Always keep a track of where we are in the Ashtadhyayi. And any Samasaha, as we know, today is the last day of Samasa Prakranam. We leave you with these couple of thoughts, is that any Samasaha, you have to find a Samasa Vidhayaka Sutram, Matva Vartikam Shastram, Samasa Vidhayaka Shastram. There has to be Dvitiyasya Prathame Pade Athva Dvitiyasya Dvitiye Pade in 2, 1 or 2, 2. That's the good news, is that there are only about 100 rules to justify any compound. It really pays to know these 100 rules quite well. Like what the adhikaras are, for example, from 216 starts avyayam, the avyabhavas, from 215 I should say starts the avyabhava adhikaraha. It goes up to 2121, which is up to here, and then 2122 starts that purushaha, that goes up to 2222. Within that, you should remember that from 2149 starts samana adhikaranena. These are the karmadharya compounds, and they are a subset of the Purusha compounds. They go up to 2172. Then the Purusha keeps on going, and then it goes in the 2222. And then the last few are some special compounds which we already studied, Kugati Paradayaha, Upapadamating. And then, of course, within that also keep a track of what is a Nitya Samasaha, what is not a Nitya Samasaha. Nitya Samasa means Supada Vigraha Vakyam Nasambhavati. So there are some Nitya Samasas at the end over here, at the end of the Purushas. And right now we are also in the section of Nitya Samasaha because Panini starts the Vibhasha from 211. 2111, sorry, 2111 vibhasha. So 216, 7, 8, 9, 10 are nitya samasaha. And then after tatpurushas are over, then shesho bahuvrihi, which also we have studied. And then finally charte dvanvaha. So really this samasa prakarana actually ends over here. The remaining part is the Purnipata Vyavastha. Nipata Vyavastha, Purnipata Vyavastha, Upasajanam Purum. So the last 9 rules are only to determine which takes the Purnipataha, which takes the Paranipataha. So that is the only last part. Now so this is the first thing, is that any samasa, we have to find a samasa with that sutram in 2.1 or 2.2. Right now we get 2.1.6. This is where we are. Now the sutram we are looking right now is Yatha Sadrishe. So we saw Yatha has 4 meanings, and this Yatha, that is in Yatha Arthe. Remember that Yatha in 2.1.6 is not a specific word Yatha, but Yatha Vachane, because this Vachaneshu connects with all of these, as we have studied already. Vivakti Vachane, Samipa Vachane, Samriddhi Vachane, Vriddhi Vachane, and so on and so forth. So this is Yatha Vachane, in the meaning of Yatha. In 2.1.6, we're talking about the in that meaning Vachane. So it is something which conveys the meaning of Yatha. But 2.1.7, Yatha Sadrishe, means you're talking about compounding this word Yatha itself in some meaning. And that now it says Asadrishe. So it cannot be in the meaning of Sadrishe. It can only be in the other 3. In other meaning other than Sadrishe. So that's how we came to 2.1.7, Yatha Sadrishe, Yatha Sadrishe. And we also talked about Nageshaha. What Nageshaha says is that the words mentioned in 2.1.6, like Paschad, Yatha, they should not be used in their own, in that same meaning. So Paschad should not be used in the meaning of Paschad. You should use some other word like Anu or something like that. Yatha should not be in the meaning of Yatha. So if you have to form a compound in the opinion of Nageshaha with Yatha, you have to use this sutram, Yatha Sadrishe, not the Yatha which comes in 2.1.6. But Siddhanta Kaumudi gives a choice, says that, okay, so let's come back now. So we are now at point number 7, which is where we left off last time, point number 7. And here we saw Asadrishe eva Yatha Shabdaha Samasyate. He says that Tena iha na bhavati. In this case, like Yatha Haris Tatha Haraha. Yatha Haris Tatha Haraha. Just as Lord Vishnu, similarly Lord Shankara, Yatha Haris Tatha Haraha. So this Yatha Harihi is giving a similarity for Haraha. Is Upama. Hare he Upamanatvam. Yatha Shabdo Jyotayati. So this Yatha Shabdaha highlights or signifies the Upamanatvam of Harihi. So, but since we said Asadrishe, we cannot make this compound Yatha Hari. We cannot make this compound Yatha in the meaning of Sadrishe. So this says Tena Sadrishe. Now this is the thing what Kaumudi says, is that Sadrishe itiva Yathartham itiva praptam nishidhyate. What he's saying is that is Asadrishe is nishedha for what? By which sutram was the samasa praptaha in Sadrishyarthe? In which sutram was there a possibility of doing a compound Sadrisha? And he gives us 2. Sadrishe itiva, Yathartham itiva, prapta. Now what is that now? What that is one thing you can do, and now our classes are coming to an end, is 2012, I'm sorry, did I say 2011? I'm sorry, I'm 1 year behind. Thank you, Kalpesh. Today is February 29th, 2012. Adhika Dinam, Vishesha Dinam. It's a special day. It is a Sumuhurtaha for our Samasa Prakarana Samaptyarthe. Agataha Ayam Vishesha Muhurtaha. This special day has come for a Samasa Prakaranam. Yes, thank you. 2012, not 2011. Okay. Dvadasha Masa. Dvadasha Samvatsara. Okay, so what does this mean? Tena Sadrisha. What is referring to? Is referring to the same sutram, which we just saw, which is 2.1.6. It gives Yatha and it gives sadrishya as two different things. Now sadrishya is a meaning included in the meaning of yatha. Then why do you have sadrishya separately? Even if when sadrishya becomes gaunaha, it becomes secondary, referring to somebody who is similar, then also we can form the compound, avyabhava compound. That's why we say sadrishya twice. We already discussed in the prior class, is why sadrishya is said here, in spite of the fact that it is included in the meaning of yatha. Because of the fact that when somebody, so when you say sadrishyam can be a similarity, and that meaning is included in the meaning of yatha. When we say somebody is similar to somebody else, that somebody is similar, no, the pradhanyam is not in the similarity. No, pradhanyam is that person who is similar, who has the similarity to somebody else. So I think we saw in the class let me just see, I think we did see in the class. Okay, sadrishye. Let's see. Here we saw that. Sakhya sadrisha sasakhi. So somebody is similar to his friend sasakhi. So now here, because this sadrishyam has now a gauna artha, it is not, but still avyabhava can be formed. That is the reason for including sadrishya separately from yatha. So Kaumudi says that in the example which he gave, yatha haris tatha haraha, in that case samasa was praptaha by either sadrishya or by yatha, he says. So that means that Kaumudi is not very strict about excluding yatha in the meaning of yatha. So Nagesha says we cannot use yatha in the meaning of yatha. But the fact that Kaumudi is saying this, is saying that sadrishya itiva yathatamitiva praptam. So yathatamitiva praptam. So we could have formed a samasa with the yatha. So Siddhanta Kaumudi is not insisting that we not use yatha in the meaning of yatha, but Nagesha said that. In any case, let's look at an example. Now, example is very simple. Shakti manatikramya. The good news is that the prakriya is sarala. Lagu prakriya, lagvi prakriya. It's very straightforward, simple steps. Shakti manatikramya yatha shakti, because this is padartha nati vrittihi. Padartha nati vrittau. Not transcendental. So this is, in fact, among all the avyabhava compounds, I would say this is the one which is probably one of the most common ones. So I would definitely pay attention to this compound. In fact, we're going to see a couple of Gita examples down here. But so this is an important compound. Among avyabhava compounds, this one is an important one. It's an important one. So again, shaktim anatikramya yatha shakti. The moment you get a vigraha vakyam like this, you should immediately understand that this is a nitya samasaha. Because the word yatha itself is not showing up in the vigraha vakyam. So this is how now going forward, when you see the vigraha vakyam, you can understand that this is a nitya samasaha. So you know where to look. Nitya samasas are only very few. In that entire section of 100 rules, nitya samasas maybe less than 10 rules. So now you know, so among the 100 rules of samasas, you're down to 10% now. Very easy. The prakriya is easy now. Yatha is an avyayam, so that avyad apsupaha, suplik already takes place. Now shakti plus because in the sense of yatha sadrishye padartha nati vrittau, and then because prathama nirdishtam samasu upasarjanam, this word yatha is prathama nirdishtam, and it is upasarjanam purvam, and then of course supluk as usual, samasascha suppo dhatu pratipadikayoho, and then we get yatha shakti. We have yatha shakti plus su when we add a default su pratyaha. Then of course again avyad apsupaha. Remember that 2483 only applies navyabhavadato. Navyabhavadatom to panchamyaha. So avyabhavat ataha. This is ending in an ikara. So don't forget that 2483 is to be remembered all the time. When you're applying avyad apsupaha for avyabhava compound, remember Nisheda Sutram navyabhavadatom to panchamyaha. Navyabhavadatom to panchamyaha. But this is not akarantam, this is ikarat. So that doesn't apply. So you get yatha shakti. Now examples in Gita, yatha bhagam avasthitaha. Vishwameva virakshantu bhavantas sarva evahi. Duryodhana orders his troops to be yatha bhagam avasthitaha. So bhagam or bhagan anatikramya. Bhagan anatikramya. So not transgressing your territory. So you, all of you, stationed in your territory, in your section. Don't go beyond your sections. Yatha bhagam avasthitaha bhishmameva virakshantu bhavantas sarvevahi. So all of you be situated in your positions and protect Bhishma. That was the one. I mean, that was Duryodhana's address. So bhagam matva bhagan anatikramya yatha bhagam. And yathoktam. यथोक्तम पर्युपासते श्रद्धाना मत्परमा ये तो धर्म्यामृतमिदं यथोक्तम पर्युपासते श्रद्धाना मत्परमा मत्परमा भक्तास्ते तीव मे प्रियाः. So yathoktam uktam anatikrmya, according to what has been instructed. So in accordance with the instructions, is a very, very common compound. Like yatha avasaram. Yatha avasaram means whenever you find time, as per the opportunity arises. So avasaram anatikramya. So again, this is a very important compound. This is among all the avibhava compound, this is one of the most common ones, and it is used by Sutram Yatha Sadrishye. We could have used 216 also, but the special Sutram says that Yatha cannot be used in the meaning of Sadrishye, so it can only be used in the remaining three meaning, which is Vipsa, Yogyata, Vipsa, and Padartha Nati Vrittihi. And this one is the most common meaning, Padartha Nati Vrittihi. Anati Vrittihi means not transgressing. Okay, the remaining two are kind of straightforward. It is, now we are on point number 8, and that in the book is this. Conveys the meaning of limit. Ajivanam, up to the end of life. Ajivanam harim bhajet. You should worship Hari till the end of your life. So, and then abalam, from child. Should be abalyam. Make a change over here. I think abalyam, from childhood. Let's look at this sutram. It is ang maryada bhi vidyoho. Ang maryada bhi vidyoho. Ang maryada bhi vidyoho. So this, any new sutram repeated 5, 10, 15, 20, 100 times. Ang maryada bhi vidyoho. So etayoho, in these two meanings, maryada and abhividhi. We're going to see what this means in a second. Ang panchamyantena va samasyate. Now look at this va again, because from 2.1.11 we started sutram vibhasha. So which from 2.1.11 started vibhasha. Va samasyate sovyi bhavaha. See, next to the Ashtadhyaya Siddhanta Kaumudi is the authority in grammar. So anything, I know, by this time in the class, you should not be afraid of Siddhanta Kaumudi. Whatever the Kaumudi says, you should focus on that. Chintaniyam sarvada. So mananiyam. So it can be, you should contemplate on what the Siddhanta Kaumudi says. Every single word in the Kaumudi has been used with great care, so we should try to focus on that. It says etayoho, these two meanings, ang panchamyantena vasamasyate savyayi bhavaha. And now what is maryada and what is abhividhi? Tena vina iti maryada. It's what is called in mathematics because an open set, up to that, but not including the end point. Not including the end point is maryada. So it's like in mathematics, like an open set, not a closed set. Closed set means you include the end point. This is not including the end point. So this is tena vina, means without that, up to that point. So, so tena vina is maryada. And tena saha is abhividhi. Abhividhi. So you can say amrityoho harim bhajet, amrityoho. Means up to, but I'm not including mrityu, but up to that point. So amrityu harim bhajet will be the samasaha. Amrityu harim bhajet. So then, but abhividhi, you can say abalebhya paninehe yashaha. So Paniner Yashaha. So the fame of Panini extends up to the young boys, up to the small boys. Means everybody, including the small boys, know the fame of Panini. So so you can say abalam in the compound, atva abalebhya in the vakyam, paninehe yasha. So that's a close. That is called the abhividhi. Abhividhi. Yeah, because, oh yes, good example. Kalpesh is here, comes in Ashtadhyaya itself. Asiddhavadatrabhat, 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 Asiddhavadatrabhat. So what Pani says is Asiddhavat atra abhat, means that is the Abhividhi. Abhividhi means including the section on bha, up to bha. That is 6.4.22. 6.4.22 Asiddhavadatrabhat. It's a good example of the Abhividhi. So it says that it includes the section on bha, up to bha. Does it include bha or does it not include bha? We don't know. We know from the context. But in this case, it is abhividhau. Abhividhau. So ang atra abhividhau prayuktaha. Sense of abhividhi. Because the section on bhasya starts from 6.4.21.29, and that section is included. It's included in this asiddhavat adhikaraha. Okay, so that is what's called. So one more time, this ang is used. Of course, ang means halantyam, but nyakara is a nit, is used in two meanings: maryada and abhividhi. Maryada means not including that endpoint, and abhividhi means including the endpoint. So it says, example is, so tena vina iti maryada, tena saheti, tena saha iti abhividhi. Says amukti samsaraha. So samsara is only up to mukti, doesn't include mukti. So amuktehe atva amukti samsara, this is in the sense of maryada. The sense of maryada. So if I should put so maryadayam. So maryada. Maryadayam amukti samsaraha. So samsara is only up to, not including muktihi. Amukti samsaraha, amuktehe samsaraha. Okay, now the question is that, what about the Panchami Bhakti with ang? Now remember the section when this a is used separately without a verb, connecting with the verb, then we saw what this karma pravachaniyaha, karma uktavantaha. So something was taking an object, but right now it's not taking an object. It is not with the verb right now. We saw last time what was the definition of this karma pravachaniyaha. Read it one more time. Pravachaniyaha. See all these technical terms you can use Professor Abhyankar's dictionary. A technical term used in connection with the preposition which showed a verbal activity formally, although for the present time it does not show it. The word is used as a technical term in grammar in connection with prefixes, which is the pradyaha, which are not used along with the root but without it. So that is this ang is in the pradyaha. It does not have a verb with it. It's not showing that. And so that is on this section on karma pravachaniyaha we discussed in the class last time itself. And there it starts from in 1.4. 1.4, is it 84, is it, or 83, it's somewhere there. 1.4.83 karma pravachaniyaha. And there it goes up to the laf parasmay padam. And there we have a sutram which says ang maryada vachane. Ang maryada vachane. So that the ang can only use maryada, so it can be used on its own in the artha of maryada vachane. 1.4.89 ang maryada vachane. Ang maryada vachane. 1.4.89 ang maryada vachane. Ang maryada vachane. Says ang ityesha esha shabdaha. Some typos here. Maryada vachane karma pravachaniya sanya bhavati. Abhi Vidir maryada, vachana grahanat. I see vachana grahanat, abhividir api grihiyate. So not only, even though this sutram, unlike the sutram which we are studying right now, the one which we are studying right now is 2.1.13. So this one is a sutram which prescribes a avibhava samasa. Ang maryada abhividyoho. While this one, 1.4.89, ang maryada vachane, is talking about using ang as a karma pravachaniyaha. So we just understand exactly what they're saying. So ang maryada vachane will be used in the vakyam when we say amuktehe samsaraha. At that time we'll need ang maryada vachane. But if you're talking about amukti, at that time we'll know that we'll have to use this one, 2.1.13. Says ang maryada abhividyoho. That is what we have to use. This 1.4.89 doesn't say abhividhi, but says maryada vachane. So it means that vachana grahanat abhividhir api grihiyate. So avadhi is maryada. So she says maryada is avadhi. It's a limit. Maryada is a limit of something. Maryada abhividhi. Abhividhi maryada. So avadhi. Sorry. Avadhi is maryada. Avadhi. But it says it can include or not include that. So vachan, because the Sutram says maryada vachane, it does not say maryada abhividhyo, it says maryada vachane, the same thing. Vachana grahanat abhividhirapi grihiyate. So pataliputrad vrishto devaha. So vrishto deva means Indraha reigned. This is in the old days, they didn't say varsha bhavat. They say vrishto devaha. When the god reigned, the gods reigned. So devaha vrishtaha. God reigned. Nowadays we say it rained. So we say Varsha Bhavat, something like that. Vrishtiraasit. But in the old days you say Vrishto Devaha. So the God reigned. Pataliputra means up to but not including. This is Maryada. Maryada Vachane. So it did include Patna. Outside everything else it reigned. But then this comes in Abhividhau. Kumaram Yashaha Paninehe. So it is the fame of Panini includes even the boys, small boys. Okay, so now when you use ang on its own, we have to use 1489, which we just saw, which is ang maryada vachane. And then, but now wait a minute, we just saw in the last class that when we use karma pravachaniya in connection with that, ditya vibhakti should be used, isn't it? So now how come we're using panchami now all of a sudden? Because we just discussed that Karma pravachaniya yukte dvitiya. One more time is that any vibhakti assignment, vibhakti vidhanam, any authoritative vibhakti has to be got from 2.3. We discussed it many minutes. So never forget 2.1, 2.2, 2.3 the rest of your life now. That's 2.1 and 2.2 samasa vidhayaka sutrani. And 2.3 titiya pade vibhakti vidhayaka sutrani labhyante. So we said karma pravachaniya yukte dvitiya, but we are now saying mukte he samsara. Then how is that? And because panchami, is a typo here. Panchamyapang paribhihi. It should be sandhi karyam here. Panchamyapang paribhihi. Panchamyapang paribhihi. Panchamyapang paribhihi. Panchamyapang paribhihi. Panchamyapang paribhihi. So this ang coming in 3 places. So this one is a nice way for you to practice your adhikaras. So this one is talking about a panchami vibhakti vidhanam. Is that when these upper ang and pari are used, karma pravachaniya, in connection with that panchami is to be, so along with that the panchami is to be used. So the word connecting with that will take panchami here. Soham ajanma shuddha janmanam. Yes. Raghuvamsha. There is a very famous shloka in Raghuvamsha, 1.5. In Raghuvamsha Kavyam, there is a very famous samasa in 1.5. If you want to practice this one, it is because Kalidasaha has used this ang back to back. In fact, Kalpesh just pointed me, that's correct. So that is the shloka in 1.5. I think Kalpesh has given me, and also Yatha also has been used. Let me see if I can find that for you. Okay. Okay. 1.5. Soham ajanma shuddhanam afalodaya karmanam asamudra kshitishanam akara vartmanam. So this has been used in here in that. So the shloka again is, let me get this my commentary out. 1 second. So this shloka is 1.1. In the first chapter of Raghuvamsha Kavyam, 5th shloka.
So this is and 1 point.
Yes.
And 1.6 is got all yatha.
Oh, 1.6 is all yathas in there. Okay. So it says that then anakaratha vartmanam. Yes, anakaratha vartmanam. Correct. So this has all the in there, So that is what it says. So says rathasya ratha na vidyate akam yatra sa nakaha. So nakam is swargaha. So nakam abhivapya iti anakam. So anaka ratha vartmanam. So it is anaka means up to sarga. Anaka ratha vartmanam. So it's a. So ajanma shuddhanam. So who have been pure from their birth. So this Avyabhava Samasa has got into a further compound now. This is now qualifying the Raghuvamshajanam, who born in the Vamsha of Raghu. So they have these qualities. Ajanma Shuddhanam, Aphalodaya Karmanam. They undertake actions. They don't give up until they find the fruit of the action. Then Asamudra Kshitishanam. So they rule the earth up to the ocean. And Anaka means up to Aswarga. Rathavartmanam is there. The chariots go up to heaven. Up to heaven they go. So that is. And then Yatha Vidhi Hutagninam. So those who have worshipped the fire, Yatha Vidhi. Vidhi Manatikramya. Then Yatha Kamar Chitta Chitarthinam. And so they Arthinam. So when someone comes to them, they give them, so Yatha Kamam. So Kamam Anatikramya. As per their desire. They fulfill the wishes of those who seek help, as per desire. So look at the Vigraha Vakyam of that. It says that Vidhi Manatikramya Yatha Vidhi. Yatha Vidhi Hutaha Agneyaha Yaihi Te Yatha Vidhi Huta Agneyaha Tesham. Then Kamam Manatikramya Yatha Kamam Architaha Arthinaha Yaihi. That is the one. And then says Yathaparada Dandanam. So they punish people in accordance with. So Aparada Manatikramya. In accordance with their in accordance with the crime. In accordance with the crime. Yatha Kala Prabodhinam. Is that Yatha Kalam Prabodhinaha, Yatha Kalam Prabodhinam, Yatha Kalam Yatha Samayam Prabodhinaha, Prabodhana Shilaha, Jagarukaha, those when you're awake or alert at the proper time. So that is this Raghunam Anvayam Vakshye. So this is Raghunam Anvayam Vakshye. So Kalidasa said I'm going to describe the line of Raghu. Where the people are like this, they are all Yatha Vidhi Huta Agninam. So Yatha Vidhi Manatikramya, so who have worshipped the fire as per the Vidhi. In Yatha Kama Chita Arthinam, so they have reciprocated. Archita means Archana used to worship, but they have honored the requests from the requesters. Yatha Kamam, as per their wish, means until they are happy. So Yatha Kamam Manatikramya. And then Yatha Aparada Dandanam. So Aparadha Manatikramya. So in accordance with the crime, they have given the justice. When Yatha Kala Prabodhina. So they are awake or alert at the proper times. Yatha Kala, at the right time. Kala Manatikramya. And then here we had Ajanma Shuddhanam. From their birth they have been pure. Aphalodaya Karmanam. So they undertake actions until they get the result. Asamudra Kshitishanam. So they rule the earth up to the ocean. And Anaka Rathavartmanam. So their chariots go, they are such that the Vartma is the road or the path of their chariots goes up to heaven. So nice, thank you. So let me put here. So Yatha is good, Raghuvamsha Kavyam 1.5 for this sutram. So this is also so this one I will use, I'll put over here. So Raghuvamsha 1.5. So Raghuvamsha Kavyam 1.5, and so this is 1.5, and this one it will be 1.6 if you want to practice. Of course, these Avyabhavas have gone into further compound, but you can take out and you can look at it. So Yatha is Raghuvamsha Kavyam 1.6. Okay, thank you, Kalpesh. Okay, so now we see how did this take Panchami ekvachanam now, because we just saw that because ang maryada vachane, and then Panchamyang apang paribhi, Panchamyapang paribhi. So we are looking at these three rules which mention ang. So there is 2, 3, 10. Looking at this number, you should now immediately know this is doing a vibhakti vidhanam, telling us to use Panchami in connection with upper ang or pari, when upper ang or pari is used as a karma pravachaniya. That's 2, 3, 10. Now 1.4 ang maryada vachane is telling us ang can be used as a karma pravachaniya in the sense of maryada vachane, means maryadayam atva abhividhau. This is vachane, so it includes abhividhi also. Okay, that's this one. And now what is today's class, which is 2, 3, 13, that is a, sorry, 2, 1, 13. 2, 1, 13, and that is a Avyabhava Vidhayaka Sutra. Ang Maryadhabhi Vidyoho. So that ang can go into a, so Sahasupa. So ang can compound with Samarthena Subantena, in the sense of Maryada and Abhividyo. This is Saptami Dvivachanam. In these two meanings, ang can compound related Subantam Padam. So that is so these three rules, 2, 1, 13 is Samas Vidhayaka Sutram, and that's what we need right now. If you make a vakyam, then you have to use 1489 to justify ang being used as karma pravachaniya, and when you do that, then use 2, 3, 10 to get the panchami with the related with the connected word. So amuktehe, this is how muktehe gets the panchami ekvachanam, and then avalam hari bhaktihi avalebhyaha. So this is maryadayam, and this one is abhividhau. This one is abhividhau. Abhividhau. That's what it is. Because avalam hari bhaktihi avalebhyaha. Now up to the boys, up to the young boys. So worship of Vishnu who exists is up to the young boys. It pervades up to the young boys. Now in Bhagavad Gita, Abrahma Bhuvanal Lokaha. Punaravartin is interesting use in Bhagavad Gita. This is not a Vedanta class, so I don't want to get into that part of it. But it says Abrahma Bhuvanal Lokaha. Punaravartino Arjuna. Abrahma Bhuvanal Lokaha. So Abrahma Bhuvanat. So it's Brahma Bhuvanat. It's not a compound because it is, you see, Brahma Bhuvanat is the Panchami ekvachanam. If you had to make Avyabhava Samasa from this, you say Brahma Bhuvanam. Brahma Bhuvanam would have been a Avyabhava Samasa. Now, is this in Maryadayam or Abhividhau? Chintaniyamidam. It says Punaravartino Arjuna. Mamupechyutu Kaunteya Punarjanmana Vidyate. So the words up to Brahma Lokaha, they come and go. Punaravartinaha. They rotate. They come and go. Now, interesting thing is that does it include Brahma Bhuvanam or not? What about, is it Maryadayam? Means then Brahma Bhuvana does not come and go. This looks like it's probably Abhividhau. I think including, because I think Brahmaji also I guess has a limited time, very limited time span also. Okay, so this looks like Abhividhau. But see that this goes to show that you have to see from the context. It's Maryadayam Atha Abhividhau. So this, yes, I knew you were going to come.
I wonder whether Sankara Bhashyam says either way, you know.
Let me check. Okay, we have a 2 minutes time limit on this one. Okay, so 8:16. No, I think it's Abhividhau. Now I think about it, it's Abhividhau, because you know it means everything includes. Let's see. Abrahma Bhuvanad Lokaha. Abrahmeti. Abrahma Bhuvanad. Bhavanti Yasmin Bhutani Iti Bhuvanam. Brahma Bhuvanam Brahma Lokaha. Oh, Brahma Bhuvanad Saha Brahma. Okay, he says that clearly. Brahma Bhuvanena Saha. It is Abhividhau. He says here. I should look at it. You're correct. So Brahma Bhuvanena Saha. Lokaha Sarve. Let's see what Sridhara says. Bhuvana. Good. So every class I learn something new. So this I thought was Abhividha, but I didn't check the commentary. So Brahmanaha Bhuvanam Vasasthanam Brahmalokaha Tam Abhivyapya. Yes, he also says. Sridhara says Tam Abhivyapya. It means pervading that, including. Tam Abhivyapya Sarve Lokaha Punaravartana Shilaha. In fact, he continues. Brahmalokasyapi Vinashitvat. So tat praptanam anutpanna jnananam avashyam bhavi punarjanma. So he says that even those, okay, so good. So I confirmed something new here. This is in Abhividha. So good example in Gita. Brahma Bhuvanas, and is Brahma Bhuvanam Abhivyapyati Sridharaha. Brahma Bhuvanena Saha iti Bhashyakaraha. So good. That is Abhividha. But you see, I mean, it is from the context. It's from the meaning. Okay. I mean, now in this case, now you think about it, it makes sense. But otherwise, you have to see. So anyway, Panini says that both can be used, so we have to just see. But this one is Abhividha. Thank you, Vas. So 860. Okay, so the steps are now straightforward. Abalam Hari Bhakti. So we say Amukti. I mean Amukti, I should say. You should take Ang because it says Ang Maryada Abhividyoho. First of all, Halantyam Tasya Lopaha. And then because this is Prasamanadishtam Samas Upasujanam Purvam, the steps are all the same. So this one is Halantyam and the Ang is a Paradi, it's a Nipataha, it's an Avyayam, Savyada Supaha Supluk, and then Mukti plus Nyasi, we just talked about that. By Mukti takes Panchami of 2, 3, 10. Panchamyang, Panchamyapang, Panchamyapang Paribhi, Panchamyapang Paribhi. Panchamyapang Paribhi. Panchamyapang Paribhi. It is here. Panchamyapang Paribhi. Okay, this is a typo here. Panchamyapang Paribhi. Okay. And then, as we said, Prathamadisham Samas, Upasujanam Purvam, then Supluk by Supodhatu Pradvidikayoho. There's nothing in the steps over here. Then you just, bring in the default Supratyaha and then Avyarap Supaha. This sup is just the default su. It doesn't make any, because already we have the Panchami there. Bringing a sup on top of that doesn't make, we have to bring in some default su. So bring in su. So Amukti. And one more time, this is not ending in Akaraha. You cannot use 2483, because that only Nave Bhava Dato Ataha. So this is not Ataha, Adantam. Okay, Raghuvansha Kavyam 1.5, which is, thank you, Kalpesh. I mean, the steps will be the same for Balam. But here what you have to use is that with this case we'll be using 2483. Navye bhavadatom to panchamyaha. Navye bhavadatom to panchamyaha. So 24. And then Amipurva. Everything else is the same. Okay. Now, so last point in the book in this section is very straightforward. It's very, very simple. It already says he's just taking one more meaning from that Sutram 216. Is Samiparthe. Samiparthe, because 216 was talking about variety of meanings, and we have not taken them all in the class. We've taken the important ones. It says Vachaneshu, Samipa. So Vibhakti Viswara is Samipa. Samipa Vachane. So it says, that's a simple example. It says Krishnasya Samipam Upakrishnam. Upa plus Krishna plus Nyas, because Krishnasya Samipam. So the same sutram, Avyam, Vibhakti, Samipa, etc., etc., Vachaneshu. So Samiparthe. And again, this Avyam is Prathamanadishtam in the Sutram 216. It's actually Prathamanadishtam in the Samasa Vidhayaka Sutram, which is what it is. And then Upasajanam Purvam. And of course, Supluk as usual. And of course, this is Adantam. Now we get some good practice here, because see, good practice is that Upakrishnam. Idam, so you can say is that Upakrishnaha. So we can say Upakrishnam. Upakrishnam means proximity to Krishna. Proximity. Close. So something which is close to Krishna. Upakrishnam. So Upakrishnam means, so if you take Su as the Prathama, in this case, of course, we use 2483 as, Nave Bhava Datom to Panchamyaha. So we get Adeshami Purvaha. But consider these following sentences. Upakrishna Agato Dutaha. So messenger has come from Krishna's proximity. From there, from close to Krishna, he came. Now here, because it says, Nave Bhava Datom to Panchamyaha. So that tu apanchamya means when panchami is there, panchami is there, it takes neither supluk nor adesha. So panchami does not take either supluk or, so this is the importance of the sutra, of the tu in that sutra. Navye bhava datom tu panchamyaha tu apanchamyaha. So 12483 says navye bhava. So first of all, this aware of supaha is stopped. So we can split this rule into two parts. Okay, you can put it into two parts. Is first take it like this: na ave bhavat means supluk na bhavati, but ataha. Include that in the first part. So adantam adanta ave bhava samas. We have aware of supa supluk na bhavati na ave bhavat. But tu panchamyaha. But takes place only a panchamyaha. So this two is interesting because it says that panchami leave untouched. Don't touch the panchami. If we just say a panchamya, if Panini had said, that means that there is no for panchami, but then it takes supluk by 82. But that 2 says that not only you don't do the supluk nor the adesha. So one more time, the sutram navi bhava dataha says that don't do supluk. In any case, do the adesha, but not for panchami. That's the second step. So supluk is already stopped. Then we say for panchami, don't do anything. So do adesha, but not for panchami, which means that panchami takes neither supluk nor bhava, adesha. So that's the tick about this two. So panchami is left untouched. Okay. So upakrishna agataha. So upakrishna plus nyasi, of course, cha nyasi nyasaminatsyaha akasama dirgha. So upakrishna agataha. So krishnasya samipad-agataha. So he came from close to Krishna. And then upakrishnam atva upakrishne va tishtatya Arjunaha. So Arjuna is standing close to Sri Krishna. So now what is there now? How do you get vikalpa over here? Because the next sutram is there. That is 2484 says that titya saptamyor bahulam. So it may or may not. The variety of uses are found. Titya saptamyor bahulam. Titya saptamyor bahulam. Upakrishnena vina na sukham. There is no happiness other than being close to Krishna. So upakrishnam vina atha upakrishnena vina na sukham. So they will take, so Tritya saptamyor bahulam. So you'll get the form upakrishnam atva upakrishne va tishtatya Arjuna. Arjuna is standing close to Krishna. You can see upakrishnam. If you do the adesha, because the bahulam by 2484, it may or may not take place. Upakrishne, when you don't do the adesha. And same thing, upakrishnam yayau turnam. So Yudhishthira turnam, upakrishnam yayau. Yudhishthira when quickly he went to Krishna, went to Krishna's proximity. You can say upakrishnam yayau turnam. So this is dvitiyantam. So there will be no vikalpa over here. So there is three cases here. When panchami is left untouched, then titya and saptami is bahulam. Titya saptamyor bahulam. That will be left either optionally. And then, so we get upakrishnam atha upakrishne tishtatya Arjunaha. And finally, dvitiya, other vibhaktis is nityam. So this will be dvitiya ekavachanam, then upakrishnam yayau turnam. We take su or either same steps. As long as it's not panchami or titiya or saptami, nityam bhava. Now this completes what's in the book. I just want to take two more examples from this sutram 216. So because the book has given us the main examples, but let's take, because if you look at 216 again today is the last lesson of samasas, so I want to at least do justice after all these months. 216 is avyam vibhakti samipa samruddhi vridyartha bhava. Artha bhava means absence of something, which is not to be confused with atyayaha. Atyaya means that atihimam, nirhimam means there was snow, now the snow has gone away. That's atyayaha, means the passing of something. But we say artha bhavaha means there is nothing there. It was never there. So nirvignamastu, avignamastu, we say that. So that means that let there be a complete absence of obstacles. Not that obstacles will come and then they will go after some time. Not like that. Nirvignam means vignanam abhavaha nirvignam. Samshayanam abhavaha asamshayam. In Bhagavad Gita. Very, very famous shloka of Gita. Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram. Yat prayati tajandeham. Sayati paramagatim. So, sorry. Says, Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram. I say very important shloka and I said it wrong also. Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram. Yat prayati samad bhavam. Yati nastyata samshaya. In fact, the same adhyaya comes in the, it comes in this, says, Prayanakali manasachalena bhaktya yoga balena chaiva aptavanti mahatmanaha. This case comes because here it is, Omiti ekaksharam vyaharan mamma smaran yaf prayati tyajan. The same adhyaya. So, but this one says, Yaf prayati samad bhavam yati nastrita samshaya. Next shloka says, Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tajityante kalamvrayam tam tameveti kaunte sadatat bhavya bhavitaha. And tasma sarveshu kaleshu mamanusmara yudhyacha mayarpita mano buddhir mame vaishyasya samshayam. A samshayam. If there's a part of it, a samshaya, if you make it, it'll be, na samshaya asamshaya. It'll make a negative purusamasaha. But asamshayam, when you make it, now we can take it avibhava samasaha. Mayarpita mano buddhir mame vaishyasya samshayam. You will come to me. And there is no doubt in this. Samshayanam atra samshayanam abhavaha means there is no doubt. There's no doubt about it. So it comes in Bhagavad Gita 8.7. So this is a meaning which is not given in the book. It's also important meaning artha bhave. So nirvignamastu, we say, right? So this is Ashirvachanam. Let there be complete absence of problems. No obstacles, no problems. So vignanam abhavaha nirvignam. Samshayanam abhavaha asamshayam. I mean, these are all, only thing here is that because of this particle nahi has been, so a avyayam can compound with samarthena subandhena in this meaning artha bhava vachane, means in that meaning artha bhave, means so that here we are used the nir or nis and here we are used the nai avyam, then na lopo nayaha nakar lopaha asamshayam. That comes in Gita. One more meaning, anupurvyam. Anupurvyam means in succession, in that order, in the order of. So jeshtasya anupurvyena anujeshtam. So where are we right now? We look at the same sutram 216. It says vibhakti samipa samriddhi vriddhi artha bhava atyaya asamprati shabda pradurbhava paschad yatha anupurvya. So anupurvya is in that order. So anujeshtam. So jeshtasya anupurvyena. So in the order of seniority. So anujeshtam pravishantu bhavantaha. So all of you, sir, please enter in order of seniority. Anujeshtam pranamati manavakaha. So the boy does namaskara to everybody in order of seniority. So it's anupurvyena. So anu is an avyayam. And the steps are all the same in all of these. Okay, the steps are nothing special. You will take anu, plus you take jeshta, plus the pratyah nyas, and then the steps, and then you will take, because the avyayam is prathama nidishtam in 216. Everywhere the avyayam will go first. So this has to recap again is that in avyabhava samasaha, the entire samasa creates an avyayam, and not only that, most of the time the purva padam is also an avyayam. Remember these two things. The entire avyabhava samasa is an avyayam, and the purva padam is prayena avyayam. These two things. And of course, the avyabhava samasa is also napumsaka lingam, which means what? Rasso napumsake pradipadikasya, which is 1247. And of course, it's an avyayam, so avyada supaha. But then 2483, na vibhava datom to panchamyaha. Remember that. So the steps will be all the same that we did before. Here we get the adeshami purvaha, anujyeshtam pravishanti bhavantaha, anujyeshtam pranmati manavakaha. So these two meanings, artha, bhava, and anupurvya. So I just give some flavor of some more meanings. So that now what you're looking at in the book is this samasant prakaranam. Samasant prakaranam, which we had left pending, because you cannot appreciate samasantaha until you cover the samas vidhayaka sutrani. So now the first one we've already seen, that final long vowels are shortened because of 2, 4, 18, Navya Bhavascha. Again, Navya Bhavascha comes in two places, which is 1, 141, Navya Bhavascha makes the Avibhava Samasa Navyam, and 2, 4, 18 makes it Napusakalingam, and by 1, 247, Raswa Napusake Pradipadikasya, Napusakalingam means it will take a Rasvadeshaha, and the becomes This what he means is that that 2483 is that sup takes the adesha, the amipurvaha. Of course, that's not in. For Panchami is untouched, and Titiya and Saptami is bahulam by the next sutra. Look at the Sutram now. Now we are entering a small section here from 54107 to 54112. So Shat Sutri. So Shanyam Sutranam Samahara Shat Sutri. This is a section of 6 rules which talks about a samas anta pratyaha, which comes for at the end of avyabhava samas. Samas anta starts from 5468, and that goes up to the end of apada samaptehe, and there we have this section specifically devoted to avyabhave in avyabhava compound. And that ends at 541112, because from 113 it starts bahuvriho. Okay, so we have 6 rules. I think we already saw this one. Napumsakadandatarasya, there's a typo here. Saw that. We also saw 541110. Nadi Paurnamasyagраhayanibhya. So these two we have already seen. Already we have studied. Let's look at this one, the first one. Avibhave sharat prabhritibhya. We have the Ganapatha. Let me put the Ganapatha here for you. Put the Ganapatha here for you. Okay. Ganapatha, we go to, okay, go down a little bit. So, 5-4, because this is Gana is involved. Sharat Prabhuti. Sharat Prabhuti Ganaha. So let me see where we are. We are at 54107. This is Ganapatha. 54107. Okay. Here it is. Sharad Vipash Anas Manas Upana Anaduh Divas. This is the Gana. This is Sharat Prabhuti Ganaha. This is the one over here. I'm sorry. 54107. Okay, here. So what does Sutram say? It says that when you have a Avibhava Samasaha ending in the word Sharad, etc., then Sharadadi Vyashtach Syat Samasanto Vibhave. Now Vibhava compound, the Pratyaya touch. Now this term was in the Adhikar of Tadhitaha. So what is it? Tadhita Sanya. But they come after the samasa, but they become part and parcel of the samasa. So they will be included in the samasa. Samasanta pratyaya. They will be included in the samasa. Now, so one more time. So following a avibhava samasa ending in a word which is in the sharadadi ganaha, sharad prabhriti ganaha, the pratyaya touch is used. Now, if you recall, we have studied the Sutram Rajas Sakibhyashtach. Rajas Sakibhyashtach, which is here. From that, the touch, I think Anubhakti is coming down. In Bhagavad Gita, comes in chapter 1, Kashi Rajascha Viryavan. That is not today's topic, but they were Kashi Rajaha. That's the Rajan at the end of that was the Tatpurusha compound. But Anuvritti of touch comes from that, swarmed into here. So let's look at an example. Sharadas Samipam Upasharadam. We just saw the example Upakrishnam right now. Sharadas Samipam is close to Sharadratu. Ritu close to, I guess, fall. So close to Sharad Rituhu, Sharadas Samipam. The steps are the same. Sharad, Upa plus Sharad is Samiparthe. And then because this is using 1216, with Avyam in 216, Pratimanadishtam, Samas Upasajanam, which is all the same steps, Upasajana Purvam, then Supluk. But now, we have Avibhava Samas ending the word Sharad. So, we get the Pratyah touch by Avibhave Sharad Prabhritibhyaha. And remember, Taditas means, of course, Chutu Halantyam, Anubandha Lopaha, Angam gets the Bhasanya or the Padasanya. Right now it's going to get the Bhasanya by Yachibham. There's no Karyam, but anytime we add a Tatpurush, Tadita Pratyaha, remember that the Angam get the Padasanya or Bhasanya. Accordingly, you have to apply the rules. So Bhasanya should go for 64129 onwards. Bhasyadhikaraha. Padasanya means 8116 onwards. Padasyadhikaraha. So Upasharada, because now it becomes Akaranta. See, now when we say Upasharada plus Su or Ram or what it might be, we will have to then Upasharadam Vartate. So this is a time which is close to fall. So fall is Upasharadam. So Upasharada Su plus Am, now we can use 2483 because it's Akaranta Avibhavaha. So remember, this Akara becomes a part of the, because Samasantaha Panini says. So this is the entire Samasa of Upasharada. So then we can get Navibhava Tatom to Panchamyaha. Navibhava Tatom to Panchamyaha. So Navibhava Tatom to Panchamyaha. We get Adeshaha and we get Amipurva. So Upasharadam. So one more time. So Sharada Samipam. We form the same way we form Upakrishna, same way, but because Sharad is in this, of course, the first member is Gana, Sharad Prabhati Ganaha, we got the Pratyaya touch, Adavanda Lopaha, we got Adanta Samasaha, and then we could use 483. Now another example, Vipasha to Vipat Striyam. Vipasham Prati. I think Vipasha is the name of a Nadi Vishesha. I think what's called as the, Vyasa Nadi or Vyasa in Punjab. In Pancha-Ab, by the way, Pancha-Ab is a collection of 5 rivers. Pancha-Ab, up, so Punjab. Punjab is a collection of 5 rivers. Pancha-Ab. And there one of them is called, this Beas, I think is called in English now. But this is the old Vipasha. After Vipash. There are 2 Pradipadikari. One is Vipasha. One is also Vipash. Halanta Pradipadikam. Talavi Shakaranta Pradipadikam. So this says that, so Vipasham Prati means towards, like we saw, when we saw this Pratyagni, I think last class we saw the example. We can use it, so towards that, targeting in that direction, towards that. So we say in the sense of, because Prati can be used in 2-3 meanings. So Abhyagni Shalabha Patanti, Pratyagni Shalabha Pratanti means the insects, the moths, they fall on the towards targeting the fire. So when we say Prativipasham, we can use it in that meaning. Doesn't matter what meaning it is coming. The meaning doesn't dictate whether Samasa Antaha, but we can take that meaning. Say that. So okay. So Prati plus Vipash. Because Prati, Vipash plus because Vipash is in the Sharad Prabhuti Ganaha. And we use 2114, 2114, 2114, 2114, because that is Abhimukhya. 2114 we are using, which we already saw, which is Lakshanena Abhiprati Abhimukhya. By the way, this Abhiprati is Dvivachanam. Pratama Dvivachanam. That's why there is no Sandhi here because of 111 Prakriti Bhavaha. Because of Idu De Dvivachanam Pragriyam. So anyway, Abhi and Prati can be used in the sense of Abhimukhya. Abhimukhasya Bhava Abhimukhyam. In the sense of facing towards, going towards. Lakshanena, so that is that which is the target of the facing or the going towards. So we can use for 2. This Samasa we did last. Pratyagni we already derived. The steps are the same. So Prati again is Avyam, because Prati Abhi. But so Abhi and Prati, they are the Pratama Nidishtam, because Pratama Dvivachanam. that sutram, so abhiprati. So it gets the purnipata, the same steps, upasujanam purvam, the prathama in the sutram, and then we do supluk as usual, and then bring the pratyaya touch, because vipash is in the sharprabhati ganaha, anubandalope chutu halantyam, and now we get prati vipasha, because this pratyaya touch becomes part of the samasa, samasanta pratyaya. Doesn't say separate, it becomes part of it. And the same thing when we add the pratyaya su or then we get amadesha, nave bhavadatom ta panchamyaha, nave bhavadatom ta panchamyaha. Remember the sutra, very important. Then we get amipurvaha, because avyarapsupa is true, but then no ave bhavadatom ta panchamyaha. So get prativipasham means towards facing this vipasha nadi, vipart. This is Amar Kosha says vipasha to vipart striyam. Okay, so this is two examples of two words in this gana. Now there is some very interesting. This is the gana. Sharad vipash anas manas supana div himavat anadu dish drish vish chetas chaturtyad tad yad kiyat jara. Now this comes sutram jara. This is the gana sutram. In the Gana Patha, we have Sutram, Gana Sutram, Jarayaha Jarascha. So Jara, when you have a Avibhava Samas ending in Jara, means old age. So then it takes Jaras Adesha. So not only does it take the Pratyaya touch, but Jaras Adeshopi Vidhiyate. So this says that Upajarasam. So Jarayaha Samipam. Maybe the same steps we just did over here, Upasharadam. We'll start with Jara, but so Jarayaha Samipam. So Jara will take the Jaras Adeshaha, and then all the same steps we get Upajarasam. So this is just one extra thing, is that the Prajapatikam is Jara, but when it's at the end of an Avibhava Samasaha, it becomes Jaras. And Pratyaya touch comes after that. So when touch comes, Jara becomes Jaras. We get Upajarasam. Jaraya Samipam Upajarasam. Now, in this list, there are some words ending in the pratyahara jai. What is jai? Javai up to kapai. So, varganam prathama dvitiya tritiya chaturtha varnaha. So, column 1, 2, 3, 4. Javai garadash jabagadash kapa chata chata tav kapai. So, then we're going to see a sutram just soon now, which is 54111. Says Jaya iti vikalpe prapte nityartha patha. Okay, what is that now? Is that 54111 is a vikalpena vidhanam. So any avibhava samasaha ending in a jai letter, it takes anyatarasyam anuvritti. There's a typo here. Anyatarasyam comes anuvritti. So this any jayantam vibhava samasaha takes the of samasanta pratyaya touch, but anyatarasyam. But some of these words, let's see which one of these now. So Sharad itself ending in a jai letter, isn't it? Then you have Himavat ending in a jai. You have Tiyad, Tad, Yad, Kiyat, all ending in a jai. So these have taken the samasanta pratyaya touch vikalpena by jayaha. But Panini wants it nityam. So that is why he includes those jayanta shabdaha, jayanta shabdaha in the sharprabhati ganaha, because nityartha patha. This is here, so that they should take it necessarily, because otherwise we don't need them here. Jayati sutrena vikalpena praptaha, nityartha patha. Okay. Now, so this is one sutram. Now within that sutram, we have another Gana Sutram. In that Ganaha, he says Prati Para Samanu Bhyokshnaha. Prati Para Samanu Bhyokshnaha. Samanu Bhyokshnaha. So what is the Sutram saying now? This is the Gana Sutram again. Let me see, it should be here. So, okay, it says here it is Jarayaha Jaras. I'm sorry, keep this. Okay. Jarayaha Jarascha. Then Prati Para Samanu Bhyokshnaha. So what it says is that if you have an avibhava samasaha, The Purva Padam is Prati or Para or Sam or Anu. And Akshi is the Uttara Padam. Then following such a samasa, you get the pratyaya touch. Samasanta pratyaya touch. So it says that, for example, Akshi prati pratyaksham. The word pratyaksham, which is very famous word pratyaksham. Akshi prati. So vipsa arte. Like when you say dine pratidinam, artham prati pratyartham. So akshi prati pratyaksham means with regard to or in connection with every eye. Pratyaksham means regard to. So it is for every eye. For every eye means it is evident. It is direct pratyaksham. Right? Because but the akshi prati pratyaksham for each eye. So it is directly evident. Directly evident pratyaksham. The steps are all the same that we did when we did artham pratyartham or dine pratidinam. Again, the Dvitiya Bhakti is coming by that Sutram 2.3.10 here. So 2.3.10 we saw that Sutram, that is the Vibhakti Vihari Sutram. So in the section of Karmani Dvitiya, under that comes 238, I'm sorry. Karma Pravachaniya Yukte Dvitiya. I'm sorry. But Karma Pravachaniya Yukte Dvitiya. This should be 238. I'm sorry. 238. That 2.3.10 was for that Panchami. This is 2.3.8. Okay. So now steps are the same. Prati, Akshi plus in this is the Yatharthe, but Vipsarthe. So Vyaptum Icha. Vipsa. Like, to this is again and again. So again and again, over and over. So here we got the Prati, got the Karma Pravachaniya Sanya by 1490. 1490 Karma Pravachaniya Sanya, and that is here. Lakshane Tambhutakhyana Bhaga Vipsasu Prati Pari Pratiparyanavaha. So they can be used in all these meanings, and as a Karma Pravachaniya, Vipsa is one of them. So Prati got a Karma Pravachaniya Sanya, and then we got by 238 Karma Pravachaniya Yukte Dvitiya. I mean, these are all the same steps we had before. And then because in the Sutram, Amvyam is Prathamanadishtam, so Prathamanadishtam Samasa, Pusajanam Purvam, and then we get the Avyadapsupaha Supluk. Of course, Yan Sandhi, within a Samasa, Samhita is Nitya. You have to do Sandhi Karma, Samasa, so Ikonachi. Then by Gana Sutram, it says that Prati Para Samanubhyokshnaha. Prati Para Samanubhyokshnaha. Pratyaya touch. And then Chutu Halantyam Anubandalopaha, then Angam Gashtabhasanya. Yachibham, remember the Samasantah containing Tadhita Adhikaraha. So you get Angam Gashtabhasanya, the Ikara takes Lopa by Yes Yeticha. Ivaranantasya Bhasya Lopa Bhavati Tadhite Ikare Chapare. Right now the Pratyaya touch is Tadhita Sanya. Tadhita starts from 4176. So Ikar Lopaha. And then becomes Pratyaksha. This Akara comes and joins. And then we get Pratyaksha plus Su when you do, of course, Namyayi Bhava Datom Tapanchamyaha Amipura Pratyaksham. So Pratyaksham is Akshi Prati Pratyaksham, the touch Pratyaha. Now more interesting one is this one. Akshnaha Paramiti Paroksham. So which is beyond the eyes. So Paroksham is not directly available for perception. So now how do we, first of all, which sutram can be used to form this compound? There is no sutram for that. So it says, Iti Vigrahe, so Siddhanta Kaumudi says, Samasanta Vidhana Samarthya Deva Avyabhava Sama. But the fact that Panini is saying that you can use the Pratyaya touch following an Avyabhava Samasaha, which is ending in Akshi and preceded by one of these four, which is Prati, Para, Sam and Anu. That means that there must be a compound possible like Pratyaksha. sorry, like para plus aksha. Now, how can we get this compound? Kena sutrena vidhiyeta. Bhavish sutram. Tad vidhaka sutram na vartate. Tasmad samas antakarana samarthyadeva समासः अव्ययभाव समासः कर्तुं शक्यते. We can make an अव्ययभाव समासः because of the fact that Panini says that you can use this samasa on the test pratyaya, means that of course there has to be a samasa. You cannot use, of course, it's obvious. You cannot have a samasa on the pratyaya without a samasa itself. So this itself becomes a nyapakam that we can have vigraha vakyam akshnaha param. By the way, akshnaha param in these cases, akshnaha param, remember this sutram, right? When we are doing the vibhakti karyam, akshnaha param. This is like, if you take a like shabda like vari, we get, varinaha. So sakti yaksti. So okay, let's look at the sutram. I'll give you the sutram. This is a chance for us to practice. See, now we learned so many things. We have to practice all these dadhi. See, like dadnaha, dadhi. So dadhi. So it says, let's see, that's the next one. I'm sorry, 1 second. Asti dadhi sakhyakshnam anangudattaha trityadishu. Takes the anangadesha, becomes akshan, right? So 7175. Asti dadhi sakhyakshnam anangudattaha. 7175. So all these rules we can now practice. 7175. So of course it's not today's topic, but just some subanta praranasya abhyasaha praptaha. We have now a chance to revise our says that esham anang syat chadavachi. So ajadi pratyaya with the titya prabhriti. So that time this we can get the pratyaya anang adesha. So become akshan. Then becomes akshan, and then of course then we get the alloponaha. Allop become akshna. So akshi pratyaya in this case nyasi anubandha lope as. Then we get the anangadesha of 7175 becomes akshan, and allopo naha. Angam gets the bhasanya vyachibham allopo naha akshnaha. So we will put it over here. 7175. Anangadesha. Okay. Now, so this is samasa, which is by the samas anta vidhana samarthyad avibhava. So we say para plus akshi plus nyasi, akshnaha param. So we get the avyam gets the purnipata, because clearly Panini says that the samasa shouldn't end in akshi and preceded by para. Now the one more thing is that, so maybe we really cannot put this over here, but what we should really put with the nyapakam itself. So maybe I should take this out, because we're not using any samasa vidhaka sutram. We are only using the nyapakam only. We are using nyapakam is saying that the samasa should end in akshi and be preceded by that. So that is why we get that we put the para. The next question comes is that how do you get the form paroksha? First of all, we can do supluk here, and then it says parokshe lit iti nipatanat parasya ukaradesha. This is the second thing now. It's because Panini says parokshe lit. So now, so by the way, look at this form parokshe. Interesting, isn't it? Parokshe is saptamyantam parokshe. Now paroksha we are going to form an avyabhava samasaha. Then avyadap supaha is the first step. Then comes what? Navye bhava datom to panchamyaha. Navye bhava datom to panchamyaha. But then titiya saptamyor bahulam. So that's parokshe lit. So that parokshe lit is saptamyantam. Parokshe lit. It says paroksham lit, but it says parokshe lit. So says, so I think we can use this one, Titiya Saptamyor Bahulam. So in that meaning. Okay, she says Nipatanat Okaradesha. So the fact that Panini has formed this samasa paroksha means that para becomes paro. So Nipatanat parasya okaradesha. So para takes the by alontyasya, the para becomes paro. Para becomes, that is just by, again, by the Nipatanat, because Panini has used this sutram, of course, which we know, parokshe lit, I'm sorry, because of alontyasya. So paro then now becomes engaf padanta dati. Remember, this is also a padam. It's also a padam because para is also in the gana of the paradiganaha. What is the paradiganaha? If you look at the paradiganaha, which is 1458. Actually, wait a minute. Para is not the. Okay, I'm sorry. No, I take that back. Give me 1 second, because pradayaha. I think para is in that, not para. So para is in that, not para. So let me see. So para is not, the para is not in that, because para, apa, sam, anu, ava, nis, nir, dus, durvi, ang, no. So para is not in the paradiganaha. So para is not in the paradiganaha. So akshnaha param. I think what we should probably do them is, maybe I'm going to bring in the default pratyaya su over here. Pratyaya su, akshnaha param, default pratyaya su. And then after that, I'm sorry, in the pratyaya su, I don't know what I'm doing wrong now. Okay, correct. Para su akshi plus nyasi, because this para is not an avyayam. Para is not an avyayam. Para is not an avyayam. So we cannot use 2482 right there, because see, in the other cases when we had this, when we had prati, etc., they are in the paradiganaha. So they are, because they get, surada nipatam avyayam, they are the nipatana and avyayam. But so we are using 2482 right here. 2482 avyadapsupaha. But here no, because this is not an avyayam, but we can do supluk by 2471 for sure, by supodhatu pradipitikayoho. And then now what happens is that pratyaya lope pratyaya lakshanam suptingantam padam. Pratyaya lope pratyaya lakshanam suptingantam padam. So therefore this para now has the padasanya. Of course para becomes paro. It doesn't matter, still it has the padasanya now. And we can use engaf padanta dati. So pratyaya lope pratyaya lakshanam. And then suptingantam padam. And then we can use engaf padanta dati. So that is what we get here. So we get this sandhi now. So becomes paroksha. And now parokshi, so this akara. So pura parayo ekadesha is the eng. This is the okaraha. Now we can get a pratyaya touched by this Gana Sutram, because it says that prati para samanu bhyokshnaha. So we have para and we have akshi, uttarpadam, and by this nyapakam we formed the samasaha. So now we get the pratyaya touch, and by the Gana Sutram anubandha lope achutu halantyam angam gets the vasanya vayachibham, then yasyeti cha ivarnantasya basya lopavati tadite ikare cha pare. So the ikara goes away, and then we get pratyaksha. The same thing, pratyaksha plus su when we have, then navi bhava navyayi bhava dotonta panchamyaha amipura pratyak. Yes, I'm sorry, I'm the wrong. One second. Sorry. Paroksham. Yeah, so sorry. So here we did the ikara lopaha, we got paroksha, and it's the same thing. And then we get this default su, then 243 and amipura. Yes, Vasu.
Parabrahman and paradina.
So paradina
and parabrahma.
Para, that's para is not, it's not navyam, no.
But
You see,
what is the difference? In one case, it is the upasarga.
no. That's para plus, so para, see, adhinaha, right? So para adhinaha, that is a interesting form, by the way, is that just give you some homework. You can try it. That is saptami samasaha. Saptami samasaha, okay? So that's sutram, that's not para. It's para plus adhi, okay? That's not para either. So what we need to do is that if you're going to take some homework, you can look at 2140 Saptami Shaundaihi. Saptami Shaundaihi. Okay, so look at the Sutram Saptami Shaundaihi. That's a Saptami Samasa Vidhayaka Sutram 2140. And there the word Adhi. The word Adhi is in that Ganaha. See, Adhi. 2140 is Adhi. And that is a strange thing, that Adhi. That Adhi, when it comes, okay, let me look at another Sutram for you. Is look at then 547. It becomes Adhina. So that is 547. So that is not para at all. Then by 547, following Adhi, that Sutram is here, 547. It says that, this is a very strange Sutram. Okay, I'll put it over here. 547. Says that Ashadakshati, this is a law, and then Adyuttara Padat. Alam Purusha Adyuttara Padat Khaha Pratyakha. Then Ayaneya Ina Iya Yaha Parda Khachagam Pratyadinam. So Parda Khachagam, because Ina Adesha becomes Adhina. Then Para plus Adhina becomes Paradhina. So that is not a Saptama. So Pare Adhina, someone who is dependent on somebody else. So he is not independent. He's kind of subservient. So Paradhina is a Saptami Tatpurush Samasa. It's Para, it takes, and then Adhi. Then Adhi becomes Adhina by this 547, gets the Kha Pratyaya. And that's how it comes. So there also it is para. It's not para. It's not para. Okay. Now, okay. So paroksham. Similarly, akshnor yogyam samaksham. You know, the yogya, one of the meaning of yatharthe. So yogyarthe. Samaksham. Athva akshna samipam iti samaksham. Avigraha. Close to eyes or fit for the eyes. Fit for the eyes or close to the eyes. Akshno paschad anvaksham. So after the eyes. So after the sight. Yeah. So these are the same things. I mean, the steps will be the same. So one more time, this is Gana Sutram. It's important Gana Sutram. And this is Prabhuti Ganaha, Prati Para Samanubhyo Kshnaha, and Pratyaksham and Paroksham, and Samaksham also. These words are formed this using this Gana Sutram. Akshi Akshipati Pratyaksham, then Akshnaha Param Paroksham, using the Nyapakam from Parokshe lit, and then Akshnaha Samipam, Athva Akshnor Yogyam, Akshnor, okay, I guess he's taken two eyes over here, right? Akshnor Yogyam. Okay, fine. Akshnor Yogyam, Akshnaha Samipam is the Samaksham, and Vaksham is following the eyes. Now that's pretty much okay. We have a couple more. This Sutram now, we have already looked at the Sutram last time, about 149. 149 we looked at last. So that is the Shar Prabhuti Ganaha. Okay, that is Shar Prabhuti Ganaha. So remember this thing that Shar Prabhuti Ganaha has the important Gana Sutram in there. Now this Sutram we saw, Napumsakadanyatarasyam, there's a typo here, Napumsakadanyatarasyam. In the last class when we derived the form Pratyaham and Pratyaha, we used this Sutram because we had the Ahan, in Akaranta, Anta Avibhava Samasaha. Anta Avibhava Samasaha, and that time we used this Sutram, which is Napumsakadanyatarasyam. So that was over here, Anni Pratyam, every day after day, every day, each day, every day. and that time we use the sutram anantam yat klibam tadantadavye bhava tajvasyat. So in Napumsakalinga, Napumsaka, so when you have when the Uttarapadam, the Napumsakat cannot qualify the entire Avibhava Samasa, because every Avibhava Samasa is Napumsakalingam. So clearly this means that Napumsakat means that Uttarapadam should be Napumsakalingam. Otherwise, it will be useless to say Napumsakat, because as we saw by 2418 Avibhavascha, every Avibhava Samasa is Napumsakalingam, so Napumsakat means Uttarapadam, which is anantam, should be Napumsakalingam. Then we get touch vasyat. Then anuvritti is coming from the prior sutram, which is we're going to see right now. Basically the same thing, nothing really special, is that 548 is going to say that 548 is going to say anashcha. Anantadavye bhava tatsya. Like rajnyaha samipam uparajam. So in this case it's nityam. When we did those two forms, pratyam and pratyaha, that time it was that way it was anyatrasyam. But otherwise, if it's not uttarapadam, it's not Napumsakalingam, and if it's anantara-vibhava samasa, then it is nityam tacha. And one more time is that Napumsakalingam means we're talking about in 54109 is talking about Napumsakalingam of the uttarapadam. Because every Avibhava is Napumsakalingam. So the entire samasa cannot be qualified by Napumsakat, means that the uttarapadam should Napumsakam, then it is anyatrasyam. Otherwise, because Rajan is not Napumsakalingam. So Rajnyaha Samipam, the same steps as Upakrishna, but here Upa plus Rajan plus Nyas in the Samiparthe. When it can mean any meaning, okay? I'm just taking one meaning here. It can be as long as it is ending in an. And it's not Napumsakalingam Uttarapadam. Napumsakalingam will be Anitrasyam by 54109, but this will be Nityam. So same steps again. These are the same steps as Upakrishnam, same steps. Because we're using 1216 again, Avyayam Samipa, Vibhakti Samipa Ityadi Vachaneshu. So that is Avyayam is Pasamanadishtam, Samasu Pasajanam Purvam, then Supodhatu Prajbalikayoho, Pratyat touch comes by Anashcha. And Anubandha Lopaha Chutu Halantyam. And now Angam gets the Bhasanya. Now here when the Bhasanya, what should have had? Allopo Naha. Allopo Naha should have come. Allopo Naha. So, but the later rule says that Nastadhite. Nastadhite. When you have anantam angam, which has the Bhasanya, followed by Pratyavjata Sanya, then the angam takes Tilopaha by Tehe. Sorry, no, by Tehe. Nastadhite, and then look at the number 144, whereafter Tehe, which you've studied many times, Tehe. The exception to Allopo Naha. So we get the T Lopaha, means Achavantyadi T. The Anbhaga takes Lopaha. We get Uparaja. Then Uparaja plus Su, the same thing. Navyayi Bhava Datom Tapanchamyaha Amipurvaha. So Uparajam. So Rajnyaha Samipam Uparajam. So when it is not a Napumsakalingam Anantam, but not a Napumsakalingam Uttarapadam, then it is Nityam. 54109 is Anyat. 54109 is Anyatarasyam. Now how about this one? Atmaniti Adhyatmam. Kim tad Brahma kim Adhyatmam kim Karma Purushottama Adhibhutancha kim Proktam Adhidevam kim Uchyate. Gita 8.1 Arjuna Vacha. Kim tad Brahma kim Adhyatmam kim Karma Purushottama. Okay. So Adhyatma. Atmani like Harau. We saw Harau iti Adhyari. So same thing. So sorry. Harau iti Adhihari. Harau iti Adhihari. So that Vibhakti Arthe means Saptami Arthe only. So this Adhi conveys the meaning of Saptami. So we get Adhi is a Paradi. So it's a Nipatanam. So Swarada Nipatam Avyam. Avyadap Supaha. And Atman plus Ni, all the same steps as Adi Gopam or Adi Hari. Vibhakti Arthe, same Sutram 216. And then we use Upasajanam Purvam. Adi is the Avyayam, and the Avyayam is Patamanadishtam in 216. Then same thing Supluk, Yan Sandhi, Adhyatman. Then we get the Pratyaya touch, Nityam, because Atman is Pullinga Shabdaha. And Chutu Halantyam, then Bhasanya, Nastadhite, the same steps. and adhyatma. And then when we bring in the same thing, navya bhavadatom to panchamya, only the default pratyaya is possible because adhyatma already conveys the meaning of saptami. On the top of saptami, you cannot add more vibhaktis now. So we just bring in the default pratyaya su. Because adhyatma means atmani in the context of the atma, in the subject, in reference to the atma is adhyatmam. So same thing, 2483, navya bhavadatom to panchamyaha. And so remember now, this is quite a famous word, isn't it? Adhyatmam. So next time we talk about adhyatmam, think about sutram anascha. Because if you had the Prajnapadikam atman, how it became adhyatmam? Then you should think this is a samasa clearly. So this is probably going to be a samasa anta pratyaha. That's how you can back out into these usages, because you know the word adhyatmam. You know the Prajnapadikam atman, atma, atmana, atmanaha, atmanam, etc. Then how we get adhyatmam? Because it has become a akaranta, atva makaranta. But it is actually akaranta, avirbhava samasaha, because the samasanta pratyaya touch came, did the tilopaha by nastadhyate. This is a good thing. When you know a famous word, prasiddha shabdaha, like adhyatmam, you can now, even if tatsambandhi sutrani, smartum shakyante, you can now remember the sutras which are adhyatmam. Is first of all, in fact, let's go through this. This is a nice exercise. Is 216, which is the very first meaning given there is a vibhakti. Avyam vibhakti samipa samruddhi ityadi vachaneshu. Very pratamartha is vibhakti. That's first thing. So we got adi, atman plus ni. Atmani iti adhyatmam. Then we did the usual supluk, etc. Then we got the of course yan sandhi, adhyatman, because then sutram anascha. We got the pratyaya touch at the end by anascha. And this is nityam, because only next will say napunsakadanyatarasyam, because atman is pullinga shabda. So then we get anascha. Then we get the bhasanya. Then we get tilopaha. Bhasanya, of course, by 1418 near Chibam. Then 64144 nastadyate. And we got adhyatma. Then we got adhyatma plus su, because we can bring any vibhakti. So adhyatma is already in saptami arte. Just bring a default su. And then we remember 2483. Navye bhavadatom to panchamya.
Welcome to GoToWebinar, web events made easy.
44 nastadyate. And then also the
So you choose the
Kalpesh.
do it facing towards you. Okay. So
Kalpesh.
whatever you take, if you let's say
I'm sorry, that's Kalpesh's daughter, I think, is it?
the third
Okay.
finger and then
Muted.
Okay, I'm sorry. Kalpesh, I muted you, Kalpesh. I muted you, okay? So if you want to, you can mute yourself. Okay, anyway, so we can remember the 216, this 54108. You can remember 64144, and of course 2483 in a single compound, adhyatmam. Because it's quite a famous, it's a famous word, adhyatmam. And this one we already studied, napunskadanyatarasyam, anantam yat klivam, tadantadabhye bhava tachvasyat, charmanaha samipam, upacharmam or upacharma. The same steps as upara, I mean the upara, I'm sorry, the typo here, uparajam. So when we bring in the touch pratyaha, it'll be like uparajam. Otherwise, upacharmam, what will happen is that upacharmam is like uparajam. If we don't bring the touch pratyaha, we'll only get upacharma, because we'll get the nalupa pradipadhikantasya. Nalupa pradipadhikantasya. Nalupa pradipadhikam upacharman, then we get nalupa pradipadhika by 827. This will be by 827. So samas anta, so touch pakshe upacharmam, uparajam vatta. Athava upacharma, because then there is no pratyaya, it becomes upacharman, and then because of the 827 nalupa pradipadhikantasya, we get the 827. Because when you say upacharman, just add the pratyaya su, It might be, then we get avyar of supaha, because now upacharman does not end in akara. So we cannot bring in 2483 now for upacharman. When we don't do touch pratyaya, to touch abhava pakshe, kevalam avyar of supaha is supluk. Tat paschat pratyaya lope pratyaya lakshanam suptingantam padam, no lopaha pradipadikantasya. In that. But we will touch pratyaya, then become like uparajam. Akarantaha. Well, I'm sorry, I have it here. I'm sorry, I have it here. Okay, I have it here. So su, and then avyar of supaha, and then nalopaha pradipadikantasya. Now, gireshcha senakasya. This one says that giryantadavye bhava tajvasyat. Senaka is one of the acharyas which Panini mentions in the Ashtadhyayi, just like Bharadvajasya, Shakalyasya, Sphotayanasya, Galavasya, and like that and so on. So Senakasya. This Senaka Grahanam Pujartham. Because already we had Anantarasyam coming, didn't we? Because already we had Anantarasyam coming from 54105. And I'm sorry, no. I'm sorry. We had it coming from 54109. And again Panini says Senakasya. Even without saying Senaka, so Anitarasyam iti anuvartate eva. Tasma Senaka Grahanam kevalam pujartham, adarartham. So it is a mark of respect for Senaka Acharya that Panini mentions Senakasya. Because in the opinion of Senaka Acharya, we get touch. In the other Acharya's opinion, we don't get touch. That is the Vikalpaha. But so Vikalpa was already there by Anitarasyam, but that's for Adarartham, Pujartham, Panini says Senakasya. So when you have a Girishabdantam, Girishabdanta, Avyabhava Samasaha, then Tat Paschat Tataha, Tasmat touch pratyabhavati samasantaha. So we get this form now optionally. So senakamatena touch. So gireha samipam upagiram atva upagiri. So when you take in the samiparthe, same all the same steps as before. Pasajanam purvam supodhatu pradvipadibadikayoho. Now gireshcha senakasya. So this is so touch pakshe. So senakamatena touch. And then we get supluk, usual yachibham yasyeti cha ivaranta mangam vitabhasanya tadita parataha tadita pratyaha parataha. So then tadite pare. So we get the ivarnasya lopaha, and we get upagira. And of course the same thing as usual. We get the Namve Bhavatatum, the Panchamya Upagiram. But this is only Senaka Matena. Tachabhava Pakshe, we get Upagiri plus. We'll stop here at Upagiri, right here. Upagiri from this step, we'll stop here, and then we'll just do Avyar of Supaha. This is in Ikaraha. So we cannot use 2483. We have to use Avyar of Supaha only, becomes Upagiri. So that is, so that we get. Similarly, Girau viti Anugiri Anugiram. See Girau. So on the mountain, Saptami. So the next time we use Adhi, we can use Anu also the same meaning. We don't have to use only Adhi. Any avyam which conveys that Vibhaktyarthaha, we use. So you can same steps. So this sutra doesn't say in which meaning it is being used, in which sutra. As long as Giri is there at the end of Avyava Samasaha, then Senakamatena touch Pakshe touch abhavaha. So we get Upagiri Upagiram. Similarly, Anugiri Anugiram. Girau Ityanugiri. Atva Girau Ityanugiram. Girav Ityanugiram. Then this one we already looked at Jayaha. Look at the number. Anuvritti Anyatrasyam is coming. But the Senakasya was coming after that. This is 54112. So because we already talked about that the Anuvritti of Anyatrasyam comes from 54109. We looked at that today. Napumsakadanyatarasyam. So Jayaha. So Jayantadavye bhava tajvasyat. So Samidha. Samipam. So Samid. Pradipadikum Samid. So Samidha Samipam. Upasamidham. Atva upasamid. Because upasamid you have. So when you add the pratyachpakshe upasamidham, it becomes the akaranta vibhava samasa. Like upakrishna, it becomes like upakrishnam. When we don't do touch, they'll become upasamid. They'll become upasamid only. Then avyarap supaha, pratyavipatti laksham suptingantam padam, jalam yashvante vavasane. Jalam yashvante vavasane upasamit. So jayantam. Jayanta vibhava samasa, if you have, following that, touch anitarasya. And we talked about this because some of the words in the Sharat Prabhuti Ganaha are ending in jay. So if it's in that Gana, obviously it's nityam. I mean, that's obvious. Sharat Prabhuti Ganaha, if it is nityam. Otherwise, anitarasya. So on this auspicious day of February 29th, 2012, we end the Samasa Prakaranam. Asmin adhika dine vishesha muhurtav Samasa not muhurtav, vishesha muhurte, not muhurtav. I don't know, I'm going to make a mistake in the Mangalacharanam. So vishesha dine, adhika dine, vishesha muhurte, Samasa Prakaranam samapyate. Now we have the homework. So what we have here is now is the homework from Ramayanam. From next time, I mean, we'll do some today also. From the Ayodhya Kandam, we have this chapter 29. I think this is. Let me see. I think this is 29, 30. He has given, I think, 1 or 2 chapters here. So let me see. The good thing here is that we can practice some rules. Of course, we won't go in all the forms in all detail again. Take some special rules, Vishesh Shabdaha. So we got the, this is a chapter 29. So for homework, if you have the Gita Press book or a good translation, look at that. If you have the Tika, look at the Tika also. We'll refer to that. So this goes up to this chapter 29 is coming here, and is a chapter. Anyway, this chapter 29. Yes, it is. I don't know up to where he goes. I'll check that. Anyway, start from chapter 29. This is what is coming here. Okay, so here. Let us start the homework here. So again, we'll take only the important words. We can do some homework and practice. We can go a little bit faster. Now all these rules we're going to see, we have already done everything. In case something special, we'll stop and discuss. So, etattu vachanam shrutva sita ramasya dukkhita prasakta shrumukhi mandam idam vachanam abravit. This is when Sri Rama tells Sita, is that vanam gantu kama asmi. I want to go to the forest. Pitrajnaya. By my father's command, I have to go to the forest. Tvaya atsasthathavyam. You have to stay here where I am going. So this is the Mahapativrata Sita. She replies back. And then says, Etattu vachanam shrutva. That's from the prior chapter. So having heard Sri Rama's words that you have to stay back and I am going to the forest. So tad vachanam shrutva. So etat, the padacheda is etat tu vachanam shrutva sita ramasya dukkhita prasakta shumukhi. Now here comes a choice. We can look at the commentaries, look at the translation. We can make it prasakta as a pruthak padam, sitaya visheshanam. Then ashumukhi as a bahuvri samasa, of course, qualifying Sita. Or we can take prasakta ashrumukhi as a single compound. Within that we have prasakta ashru as qualifying mukham. So one more time. We can do the padacheda here as prasakta prathamantam sitaya visheshanam and ashrumukhi. Or we can prasakta ashru as a bahuvrihi and then another bahuvri prasakta ashrumukhi qualifying Sita. So we look at both of them. Then mandam dvitiya ekavachanam idam vachanam abravit. Even here we have a choice. Now mandam could be visheshanam for the vachanam. Or mandam could be a kriya visheshanam for abravit. In fact, very interesting. In fact, this is very nice. This is with the grace of Panini, I guess. So we just completed the Avyaya Bhava Prakaranam. And in that, we looked repeatedly at this sutram, which is Avyaya Bhavascha. 2.4.18, which makes the Avyaya Bhava Samasa Napumsakalingam. And under that same sutram is a Vartikam. Kriya Visheshananam Klibata Ishyate Karmattam Cha. So these neuter adjectives, neuters, can be used as adverbs. So Kriya Visheshananam Klibata Ishyate and Karmattam. So they are neuter accusatives. So you have to be always careful of this. Is that and Bhagavad Gita example is Dukkham Aptumayogataha. Yogyukto Vishuddhatma Vijitatma Jitendriya Sarvbhuta Naiva Kinchit Karomi. I think chapter 5 I'm thinking. Dukkham Aptumayogataha Yogyuktum Dar Brahmana Chirenadika. Here it is. Sanyasastu Mahabaho Dukkham Aptumayogataha. Dukkham is not to obtain sorrow. No. Dukkham is krichrena aptum. So yogaha, so without ayogataha. So yogam vina. Sanyasaha aptum dukkham. So it can be sannyasa is only obtained with great difficulty. With great sorrow means hardship. With hardship. So this dukkham is a kriya visheshanam. Dukkham aptum, in fact, I check the commentary if you want, 5.6. Dukkham aptumayogataha. So this is a very nice shloka of Gita to remember 2.4.18 Avyaya Bhavascha Tadantaragata Vartikam. The Vartikam on that which says that Kriya Visheshananam Klibata Ishyate Karmattam Cha. Okay, let's look at the confirm with the Dukkham Aptumayogataha. Okay, Dukkham Aptum. Let us see. The Sridhara's commentary is very nice. Sannyasa Praptum Dukkha Hetuho. Ashakya Ityartaha. Ashakya Ityartaha. Says Dukkham Aptum. Let's see what Bhashyakara says. Dukkham Aptumayogataha. Sannyasastu Mahabaho. Tvaya Kevalam. Vachanam jnanam sannyasastu dukkham praptum ayogataha yogena vina dukkham praptum. So it is very difficult to get that. So ashakya ityartaha dukkha hetuh. So I think that's maybe a good example to think about that. So coming back to Ramayanam, we have this mandam vachanam abravita. That we could take that as she said very softly. Mandam is like very softly, gently, slowly, So not sohotsaham. Sohotsaha is with enthusiasm. Mandam is like, mandam also has a bad meaning sometimes, like dull, weak, dull, slow, not strong. So mandam, you can be taken as a visheshanam for vachanam, or the kriya visheshanam for abravit. Let me see what Gita Press says. Now, Gita Press says, she gently spoke. Yeah, she gently spoke. So gently spoke is mandam abravit. This is what I'm telling you, is that when you have these neuters in the accusative singular, you have to watch out for them, because they can be qualifying the verb. I mean, in this case, there is a choice. But many times there's no choice. There's nothing there to qualify. Visheshanattam na sambhavati. Tarhi kriya visheshanam eva idam iti jnatavyam. So we have to understand that if it cannot be a visheshanam, we have kriya visheshanam. It's a very important point. Remember that. So anyway, mandam will be dvitiya ekvachanam, idam also same thing, vachanam, all dvitiya ekvachanam. Abravit is the eat agamaha. Bruva eat. Bruva eat. This we have seen in a daily